Last time on the Broken Lands D&D campaign, it's like this, right? The party was separated. Everybody was doing their own thing. Liam was actually looking more into his new and cool, very cool trait that he got after spending a nice night in the sewers. Felice was told to go to the Tanned Hide to go collect some payment. Mitti, or I should say Neumond, had to work and ended up deciding to follow a cold lead, as that she gets very often from my wonderful mother. As for me, it was my day off. I had nothing to do. I went to the library. I checked out a book about a giant and his dog. Kind of crazy. We actually all headed to the library, met up there after some very strange interactions and questions about the relationship between Liam and Felice. We met up with the two glassmakers, or the two most popular glassmakers. I don't remember their names. What weaponsmiths? Pardon me. As exactly, the museum was broken into by who? None other than the Undercircus, dastardly group of terrorists, goofballs. They stole a stick, but it was the stick, and we had to watch out for that. So as we headed on our way to continue this cold case, we reached the I can't remember if it was a graveyard or what a cemetery. You're right. I couldn't think of the word. As we reached the cemetery, we met with an undead man, or just I guess just an undead, as he told us that his dear beloved, her spell had fallen, meaning that she was no longer there. So we investigated. We found that she got turned into a ghost. But before they could deliver the news, boom, bam, I got kidnapped. Now I'm all the way far away from them. They're over there. And that's pretty much what happened last time.
We are going to be starting with Perseus, who recently has been kidnapped. He escaped the bondages of the flour sack he was put into.
It was tough.
It wasn't. Only to realize that he was being carried around by two people wearing also flour sacks. Though, obviously, it is not a fashion statement in so much as these people are poor. They approached the walls of a vast city underground, encircling a pit with ruins dotted underneath. In the center, there is this spire of ruined stonework, and that looks to have once been a tower of some kind. As he approaches the walls, someone going about their daily tasks on the outside of the walls notices him, runs up, and falls to her knees crying. No, you weren't supposed to be here. No, not you. She is an older middle-aged woman with thick black hair and a dark skin with bright green eyes and an ornate either ivory or plaster mask carved with innate filigree covering her face, but everything below that is rags at best. Scrounged scraps of clothes that have been found in the gutters.
And again, I would like to dispel both the mage armor and my weapon. Why were you? What do you mean I'm not supposed to be here?
She just starts sobbing.
Miss? Ma'am?
She is inconsolably broken down.
She's not in the middle of the street, is she?
There isn't really a street. You're in a cave, 100 feet out from a wall with a gate. You see a couple of other people walking around, all of them in these rags with ornate masks.
Are they paying the crying woman any type of attention?
Roll me an insight check.
An 18.
All right, you can tell with that roll, they literally do not have the time, money, or energy to pay any attention to anything other than their job. Every
Okay.
single one of them seems to be tasked with doing something, and they are acting as if that something is their life's goal. It's the only thing that they are born to do. You see, one of them is literally digging away at this stone cavern with their hands, making very little headway, but slowly carving away. Another one is carrying maybe 60, 75 pounds worth of, you're unsure what is actually in it, but it's a rather lumpy bag. It's almost entirely the size of the torso, and definitely longer than their torso. You see several other people who are doing everything from, some of them have pickaxes and are mining, others are again scraping with their fingernails at the walls, but everyone out here is doing something. And no one can pay any attention to what is going on. You notice they glance at you for the split second they can afford.
Man, please don't cry. I promise you, I'm not worth the tears. I want to try to get her up or help her move out of the way. Or get her back to her post, wherever that is.
Wasted.
No, I'm sure you haven't wasted years. Look at you, you're strapping, you're young, you'll be okay.
Child.
Come on, perk up. And I give her a smile, like a very cheesy smile.
I spent so long trying to get those goggles.
Excuse me?
She is crying again.
You mean these goggles right here?
She is not responding.
I'll tentatively offer her the goggles.
She slaps them away and runs off.
I'm gonna chase after her.
That is when one of the two vagabonds who are next to you grabs you.
Hey.
We will have
Fellas,
time
what's
for
it?
this later. I need to bring you to the smiles.
The what?
Just come, please.
Oh, all right. Put my my goggles back on.
They lead you to this rather large gate, and you watch as an oversized, like, disgusting, overgrown, bulbous hand slides underneath the gate and lifts it up. Behind the gate is what you assume is some sort of humanoid. Their face bubbled out, their muscles bulging beyond what is reasonable, and on the other side, one of their arms is just shrunken and shriveled, curled in on itself. Right, what do you want? Alexander's guest. You two, how's your masks go? You do notice that the two vagabonds next to you do not have masks on.
Hey, can I get one of those?
Shut up.
Oh man, who's Alexander?
I said, shut. And as you walk past, he drops this gate with a loud thud, and then slams this giant meaty fist into the wall nearby. I said, shut up.
I put both my hands up, and after a while, I slide them into my pockets.
Get him to Alexander. You two, go back to requisitions and get new fucking masks before you get fucking...
And I try to memorize the way that I came from. In case.
Considering it was a straight tunnel?
Okay. I don't know.
Good tunnel.
Considering the fact that you only woke up like halfway through this tunnel. And
I meant more like as we go further.
Oh yeah, sure. They're walking you down a main thoroughfare. And you look and see that at the end of this thoroughfare, right before this disc of a cliff, there is a giant, very brightly colored building. And they are walking you towards that.
So, fellas, Who is Alexander? Why am I here?
As for the
And I
second,
get one of those masks.
you do not want one of those masks.
Why not?
He looks down at himself and then back up at you. Trust me. As for who Alexander is, well, you'll meet him in a moment. And why you're here, don't know. I was told to grab someone wearing ostentatious clothes. Best I can guess is they're gonna hang you, kill you, torture you. I don't fucking know.
Ooh, that's a no. That's a no.
They lead you into this building, and in front of you is a man in full... I have to use an analogy to a game in order to describe what the fuck you're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what Ornstein's armor looks like from Dark Souls? Or, not Ornstein, sorry, Smo's armor. It is...
Oh my god.
Yes. Okay. It is armor that is made to look disgusting and fat and bulbous. Now, it's that, but then with, like, frills and flares made out of brass. And the entire hand is made of clockwork that curls in on itself. What would be where the head sits is just an empty hole into clockwork. You're going to follow it, and we are going to leave.
All right, fellas. Thanks for the ride. Hopefully, I don't die. And hopefully, you, I don't know, get rid of those masks one of these days.
There isn't hope.
I don't know about that. I feel like there's always some type.
You're going to be good friends with Alexander, then.
If he doesn't kill or hang me or do anything else.
That is when they walk off. They walk off muttering, you're going to be good friends with Alexander, then. You enter this building, and this grotesque automaton clicks and clatters and clicks before walking in this stilted, juddery motion forward. One leg stomp, click, 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 one leg stomp, click, click, click. And it leads you down a hall. As you walk down this hall, the colors fade away into dull grays. What little light there is now is coming from this automaton itself, as small parts in its joints glow. You can tell that the walls are a flat painted gray, and it click, click, stomp, click, click, stomp, stomp, stops at a doorway. You watch as its hand judders before quickly grabbing the knob and pulling it forward as if it was spring-loaded, and then not moving.
You said not moving?
It is not moving.
Do you need some help there? Can I help you?
It is not moving, and it is not responding.
I'll try to open the door.
Oh, no. The door is open. It is holding the door open.
Thank you. I give him a rub on his belly, and I'm on my way.
Okay, you rub on this, like, freezing cold brass stomach, and you walk into the room. Ka-chunk! It slams behind you, and you hear a heavy latch. And you see a table and two chairs, one on each side of the table in front of you. And above you hangs a very small, almost candle-like lantern.
How well lit is this room?
Not. The table and chairs you can see, but unless you have dark vision, which I think you do as an Azamar.
I definitely do.
Okay. The rest of the room is pitch black. It is also stark empty.
Oh, can I inspect the chair? Like, is there anything on it? Like, is there liquid? Or is it just a normal chair?
It is a chair, and now that you look at it, there is very obviously, like, clasps that would be clasped around arms, and you can probably put a fairly simple assumption that one of these chairs is meant for you, and you are a prisoner, and the other one of these chairs is for whoever is meant to be dealing with you.
Right. I'm gonna sit in the other chair that doesn't have the clasps.
All right. You sit down and wait. 2 hours have gone by for Neumond and Felice and Liam. You have 2 hours between where Perseus currently is and where you are in time.
Joyous day! Joyous day!
We are jumping back in time 3 hours.
2. Didn't you say 2?
3. My math was bad the second time I said it. I said 3 first. Because it was 2 hours.
Understood.
It was 2 hours before he got brought to the city.
So while this is happening, I'm being dragged in a bag.
Okay, so you're unconscious right now.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not even conscious ever.
Okay.
We are 2 hours back in, or 3 hours back in time. He
Where,
has.
where are we? Location-wise.
You are just at the graveyard. You do not know what has happened to him. He has gone missing.
Can I patrol around with my detect thoughts a bit to look for anything like a
Roll me investigation.
investigation? It is, my friend.
How far
That's a
are
natural
we?
one. I have literally seen the less of nothing.
There's a lot of tombstones.
What were you gonna ask, Newman?
How far are we from the area that I live at?
30 minutes.
Okay. Can I head back there?
Yeah.
And can I take the card with me?
Sure.
Are you going? Is Newman gonna give a reason why they're suddenly going back home instead of just, you know? It kind of feels like you're just kind of abandoning the guy, like.
No, I'm not. But I do act fast. Like I just. Do you have the card, or is the card like? Just
I have
in
the letter. I
You have the
don't know
letter?
if I mean, unless you roll like a sleight of hand, I don't think I'd give it to you
No,
that
no,
easily
no,
without a reason.
no. I would go over to you then if you have the letter.
It was, by the way, a business card, not a letter.
Oh, a business card.
It is a tiny
Memory's
business card.
foggy.
Okay.
It is like a 1-inch by 2-inch square fucking paper. A bunch of
Hey.
porn on it.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I remember that aspect of it. Okay, so I walk over to Felice.
Mhm.
Can I see that card, please?
Yeah, sure. Here, go ahead.
Thank you. I have dogs at my house that I can
Oh.
maybe see if they can track this card. Possibly, but we would have to go back.
Oh yeah. Let's go before the scent runs out or whatever that is. I don't know. I'm not good at tracking. That's more Liam's thing. Liam, any thoughts?
Are there any suspicious tracks leading from the graveyard that would indicate where
Roll
Perseus
me
is gone?
perception, investigation, or nature. Each one will give you a
Perception,
different thing.
investigation. I will do I'll do perception.
Yeah.
Oof, that's a 13.
Yikes.
You find a pair of mismatched boot prints, a pair of high heel shoes, some nice combat boots, and just bare footprints.
Is all in different directions or the same direction?
They're all generally wandering around the same direction. They wander back towards the Undertaker's shack, then back towards Esmeralda's grave, and then they wander back towards the shack again, and then they stop right where you are. At some point, the mismatched boots disappear.
Well, at what point?
Back at Esmeralda's grave.
Well, should we go get the dogs? A little bit, fantastical to rely on dogs or such. I mean, no offense to your dogs or anything, just... I suppose we don't really have much to go off of, do we?
I mean, can you track a card, possibly? Do you have any, thing that can help you track a card? I don't have anything. I kind of only have the dogs.
Yeah, I don't Again, not really my cup of tea. In fact, I'm more of a performer than anything else. So this is kind of completely out of my range. But you know what? Dogs. Sure. Why not? I guess let's just go.
15 minutes have passed.
We go dogs.
You go to Neumond's house. There is a pack of about 25 dogs. Neumond,
Oh man, it was 16 last time. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so I go over to one of my wolf dogs and my 2 hound dogs, and I don't have like a leash. I just like I don't know how I would get them to follow me, but like they're my dogs.
simple.
So, like,
You roll me an animal handling check.
oh great, lovely, thank you.
I'll give
Alright.
you. I would like to help on that. Give advantage on that. Essentially, I guess bring out my cat and essentially have the cat kind of prompt the dogs to like follow it.
Okay, you can roll your animal handling again then, Neumond.
Better than a
Oh,
16.
oops, I
Better
did
than a
wrong.
16.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best. My dice is rolling in slow motion. Also, I don't know why.
All right, 18.
Hey, better.
The wolfhound sniffs the card, looks at you, headbutts you in the chest, knocking you around slightly, but it was obviously meant to be affectionate, and then bounds off in a direction.
Okay,
Go!
I run after my dog.
Y'all start
Yeah.
running after the dog. What the dog doing? As you keep running, we will say about an hour has passed, and he brings you to an abandoned building at the edge of the Runemark's territories.
Okay.
Do they have to be abandoned?
I'm not struck by a sense of deja vu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really, really prevalent. It's almost as if we've come across maybe 2 of these, 3 of these, if we are counting the museum.
Okay, so I'm gonna pet my dog and then like point back the direction we came.
It growls and then walks towards the door.
Oh no.
It will not answer to your orders.
Oh.
Funky!
Yes.
You have been sitting in a cell for another hour.
During that hour of boredom, I would have been hitting the wall with just like any items that were there. Just trying to do anything, draw enough noise.
Are you... Okay, there is, and I cannot stress this enough, 2 tables and a chair. Are you picking up the chair and throwing it around?
Yes.
Okay.
The shackled one, I will add.
Okay. You hear ka-chunk as the door seems to be opening.
For us.
Well.
I'm throwing it like a basketball at the at the wall. Like I just made a jump shot.
Walking through is a man in full, like, gold and silver plate armor with a mask that covers half of his face, with a grotesque yet pronouncedly handsome smile on the mask. On the other side, he has pure alabaster skin with pale blonde hair going down, and a pair of very fine and ornate rapiers on either side. Well. Nice to meet you. It seems like you're having a party in here.
Hey man, grab a chair. Come on.
Alright, I don't mind. He grabs the chair with one arm, throws it against the wall, and it smashes to smithereens and a small dent in this solid stone wall appears.
I don't
think
want to
we
play
should fuck
anymore.
with those things.
That's what we call a slam dunk in the chair ball.
I said the chair I was gonna throw back down. I'm like, so are you Alexander?
I am indeed. I hear you. You must have heard of me. I am Alexander. I am one of the ringmasters of the comedians. I think of it this way. I am one of the ringmasters of the comedians. Think of us as the welcome party. The comedians take care of everything that is pleasant. We grow food, we take care of the sick, we throw parties, we make wine. And he keeps standing over you now in the chair at this table.
I would say take a seat, but you did break the other chair.
You have been invited as a guest.
Why was I invited as a guest?
You invited yourself, actually.
Did I?
By snooping around in our business, you invited yourself into our abode. And now I'm here to give you hospitality. He waves his hand, and out of a small black hole that appears from his hand, a pitcher of wine and 2 wine glasses appears on the table. He grabs this glass, one of the wine glasses, takes the pitcher, pours a heavy drink, and gulps down half of it. Now, I have a few offers and gifts that I would like to make. First, some wine. Drink.
Hey, can they smell the wine?
It smells like really fucking strong wine.
It would be rude to not take this, wouldn't it? No, I'll drink the wine.
Okay. You drink the wine. It is sickly sweet and immensely strong. But it is just wine.
So thank you for the wine.
Now, I have a question.
Right.
And he watches the mask stays as this smile, but his actual face turns serious. Who do you work for?
What, as like my part-time job or like my full-time job or like what? Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fair. You know, I'd also be curious.
This is a trade. I'm trying to be hospitable, after all, but I simply wish to know who sent you here?
Well, here specifically, I was put in a duffel bag or in a flour sack or whatever it was by 2 people who looked very hungry.
He slams his wine glass on the table. Why are you asking about Esmeralda?
Oh, you see her,
Pardon me. I lost my smile for a moment. He takes another sip.
I understand. Things are serious down here.
Oh, they never should be with us. We are, and I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw. Thank you. So, Percy, as this smile reasserts itself, this mask clicks and the jaw on the mask slides open slightly before clamping back down. And you feel the instinct to smile. Make me a wisdom saving throw. 24! You shrug it off. As this spell washes over you, it isn't unpleasant. You've been charmed before. You've had a few rowdy spellcasters come into your clinic in which it feels like your mind is getting wrenched from yourself and forced to like them. This is much subtler. This is almost as if he's just trying to make you happy. Now then.
I'll give him a smile.
Why were you asking about Esmeralda?
Okay, well, it was like this, right? So, we get this cold case that comes to where I work. I work at like a detective thing. I'm a cop technically, I guess. I have these cool badges. I actually got 3 from my friends. One, right? They're like about this small. They're silver. They're really nothing too plain or cool to look at, which is really unfortunate because I feel like they should definitely be better.
Yeah, that's how it does be sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta work with the simplest of things. From that black hole, a chair falls out. And it is a very nice, well-carved wooden chair, and he sits in it and he leans back.
Right,
Keep
so
going.
we got that. It was actually my day off. It was supposed to be my day off. I went to the library to get this book.
That's terrible. They make you work on your day off.
Well, they didn't make me work. See, one of my friends, she also works there with me. right? We just work together. And so she was doing that. I didn't have anything better to do. I went to the library. I found this book, and I pulled out the book of the giant and his dog. So I was looking for just some giant stuff because I've been learning about them recently. They're kind of cool. And so all I found was this book, right? I tossed him the book. Check it out.
He catches it. He reads through it with a slight chuckle and a strangely genuine smile on his face at the very simplistic, childlike writing. It's lovely.
Isn't it? Can I have that back? I do have to return that. I don't know what they're going to charge me.
He leans forward and hands it back to you.
Thank you, thank you. So I found this. Couldn't find anything. I went to help her, right? We head to the library. Crazy thing at the library is we actually ran into these two other people that I guess we now work with. I gave them the badges. We deputized them. So now they're there.
He leans forward and holds up a finger. Who are these people?
Just to neither of you are rune marked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just to
Mark.
Yeah, roll back what you just said, sorry.
neither of them are rune marked, right?
No, neither of them are rune marked.
Just two unmarked people that we found that kind of seemed to be useful.
At the mention of unmarked, his face goes sour for a moment before slipping into what looks to be a genuine smile. And what do they look like? Make me a wisdom saving throw.
7.
Oh no.
This is your best friend in the fucking world.
This interrogation is going entirely well, even when you pass the wisdom save.
I have nothing to hide.
You are sitting in the comfiest chair in the world. There's beautiful paintings around you. And this man is the coolest person you've ever met.
So it's like this, right? One is about 2 feet tall. She has a cat. The cat has a ribbon on it. I don't think the cat has a name. She wears, I don't know. She's not from around here. This other guy dresses. He dresses like he's always on the move. I don't know. He's about yay tall, and I give him like an average, like an estimation of how tall Liam is. I think he's Caucasian. Is that the word, or is it white? I can never tell. Brown hair.
Alright.
He picked up my puke a couple times.
Amusing.
My excrement, which was very strange, honestly.
Absolutely amusing. He snaps his fingers twice, the doors open, and what looks to be a very well-dressed, well-adorned woman walks in. Yes, sir? Find me, and he gives a brief description of all of your party members.
Even Neumond, who I didn't describe at all.
Yes.
Yeah, that is what she looks like. You're right. Where were we? I got distracted by the girl.
You were telling me why you were looking into... you had met up with your friends and you were telling me why you were looking into Esmeralda.
Oh, right. So we got this cold case file, I guess, from someone that they were looking for, put in a missing persons report from, like, just refreshing it, so we actually had to take a look. Because a lot of these cold cases really aren't, good, because, again, they're cold cases. So we went there, we talked to her husband, who apparently... not a very nice guy. Called her a whore. I thought that was kind of strange.
Then why were you talking with F&F?
Oh, the little short dudes?
Yes. The
Oh.
2 wares peddling children. His face goes sour again, but you don't notice it.
Okay, see, in order to get to there, we have to circle back a bit, right? I promise. It's all for the story. It's all good. So before we headed to F&F, afterwards. Hold on. It's like this, right? We actually went and talked to the husband. He called her a whore, right? And when he wasn't any more helpful, we went to the library, and that's when we met the other guys. So now we're actually caught up in the right things. And then we were told to head to an tavern, or was it in one of the two? Because we had to collect payment. And once we collected payment, we had nothing else to do. But they talked about a museum. Oh, just for another case we worked on. So we went headed down to this museum, right? Because I thought it'd be cool. I want to see something cool. We headed there. There was broken glass. So me doing my job, doing what I do best, finding things out. Can I have some more wine?
By all means, he pours you more wine.
Cool, thanks. I don't touch it.
Okay. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
11.
You drink the wine.
Ooh, that's a good wine.
You 100% trust this wine.
Where were we again?
You were telling me why you were meeting with FNF.
All right. They had broken glass, so we went over to talk to them to see what was going on, to see if we could help them. And they really, all they just gave us was a list of stuff that was missing. They had this thing called the stick that went missing.
It's just called the stick.
It's just called the stick, which I thought was strange. Because why? I don't understand. Maybe if I saw the stick, I'd get it, but I don't.
Fair enough.
So we
That's
saw the stick.
amusing.
We told them if they wanted help, we could help them. Kind of gave me some attitude, which I'll be very honest, I was not a fan of.
Oh, I'm sorry, darling. Attitude is never fun, especially not from that sort.
Yeah. It's always the small people that have an attitude.
I have a favor to ask.
Yeah, anything for you.
May I see your goggles?
Can I do a wisdom save? Can I roll a
Yes,
wisdom
you
save? 'Cause I would not give them.
can!
Not willingly. Oh, that's a 12.
Well, you keep
DC's
going
a
up.
15.
So you know what? Yeah, here you go.
Alright.
I love those goggles. I've had them since I can remember, honestly.
You watch as he waves his hand and the goggles disappear. You are not concerned about this. You did not roll high enough.
So where was I?
You were then telling me how you were going to the graveyard.
Right, so we went to the graveyard. We talked to this skeleton dude. Okay, he told her like the bell fell off like 3 years ago. So we went looking there. And that was about it. Next thing I know, I woke up, I was being dragged in a sack, and now I'm here.
So you are telling me that you are looking into us. You are looking into Esmeralda. Not because she has any relation to the Under Circus.
We didn't even know she was related to the Under Circus, if I'm being honest.
I mean, she isn't.
Oh, cool.
You are meeting with FNF. Again, not related to the Under Circus.
Of course.
You are going to the graveyard, not related to the Under Circus.
Right.
And you are asking questions about us, not related to the Under Circus.
I think that's about it.
Well, that sounds like fun.
You said you had gifts, right?
Yes. He waves his hand and a very plain-looking masquerade mask appears in front.
Oh, let's go. I've been asking about these. But they keep telling me to not get one of these.
Don't worry about it. We are going to cut back to the rest of the party.
What's the dog do when it reaches the door?
It is barking at the door.
Okay. Can we tell if it's occupied at all?
It currently has no lights on inside, and it appears, in all intents and purposes, abandoned.
Right. Thank you for jogging my short-term memory. Well, I guess we just go inside, follow the dog. I don't know. Neumond, do your dogs normally do this?
No, this is to be honest, I've never used a dog to track anything before, so kind of was just winging it. Didn't expect
Well, there's a first time for everything. All right. I'll move to open up the door. Actually, no.
Can I
What's the
use-
state and condition of the windows?
There are no windows.
There are no windows. So does that mean I can go through the? No, wait, no. There are no windows. So no.
There are no window sills. There is no space for windows. There is just
How far
flat
are we from the
concrete.
door?
50 feet.
50 feet from the door?
Yes.
Damn, that dog runs fast. Shit.
Can I move within 30 feet to the door?
Sure.
Okay,
Alright.
and then
Mhm.
I want to use Mage Hand to open the door. I don't want to open the door. I'm going to use Mage Hand to open the door of the building.
All right. You open the door. It creaks and slides open. The dog rushes in.
Oh my gosh.
I will follow the dog.
I'm running after my
Yeah,
dog.
we all go.
Dog is barking very aggressively.
Does it seem to have like a concentrated place of where it's barking?
As you follow the dog, you walk into a plain wood-floored concrete room with tables and chairs and what was at one point probably a chopping board. Very plain, like, house of one. No one's in there anymore. A simple medieval style house.
And the dog is not really barking at anything particular. I'd like to use Detect Magic. Do I see anything with Detect Magic?
Nothing that is not normal for your party. Mitti's runes glow.
Yeah.
Liam has a slight glow to him. You
Mm,
have constant strands of red fate and fucking spectral energy swirling around you, but absolutely nothing out of the ordinary.
second
Can
time and it hasn't
I-
worked.
Can I bring the card to the dog again? Like, just show it again just in case to see if, like, anything will change?
It will sniff at it, and then it will start barking again.
Can I search for any hidden switches?
Make me an investigation check.
Man, I wish I had a good intelligence.
Hey,
Ooh.
wizard! You have a good
I was
intelligence.
about to say, can I search for anything in the house? Just,
Make me an investigation check.
let's hope for the best.
Liam, you do not find any hidden switches. You do find a candelabra. It is made out of wood, but it is a candelabra.
I got
Fine,
a 22!
As you are searching around, you run your fingers across the walls and check under the tables, and then you hear a slight whistling through the floorboards. As if air is either coming out or going in, you're not sure. And you look down and peek between the floorboards, and you notice the floor underneath is hollow.
Mitti? Do you find anything in the floor?
There's nothing below us. Under the wood. It's there's nothing there. Like, no
So, like,
dirt or anything. I knock on
So-
the floor.
It gives a hollow ring, and after a second, another ring, and there is a significant echo.
Felice will just kind of like back away from the center of it, just like, "Ugh, I hope that there better not be another thing that pops up from out of there. First time was bad enough.
It is a hollow floor.
Well, I guess
Oh.
adventure awaits.
How sturdy is this hollow floor?
I mean, you're standing on it and it's not even creaking.
You said
No.
that it's pretty empty around except for like a cutting board thing.
Yep, there's a table, there's chairs, there's a cutting board. It looks like someone lived here at one point, but that might have been 100 years ago.
Are we talking like a cutting board or like a workstation cutting board?
Like a small wooden cutting board.
Okay, so like a house cutting board.
Yes.
Okay.
The type you would like leave a loaf of bread on for a couple of
Yeah,
days.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Can I look
well,
around for anything like heavy that was left? Like anything heavy?
I mean,
If
that
there is
cutting board is
anything
a
heavy?
solid slab of wood. That table is carved wood. The chairs are.
hold up. Before we like break into into the floor, can we like try and find like some other more discreet entrance at all?
You
Like
can
go
make
outside
me
and find like
an-
an
You can make me an investigation check.
14. Do I find anything?
Honestly, you know what you're looking for? It's
Yeah.
now that you know what you're looking for, it's actually kind of strange because you go and you walk and you realize that all of these boards are sturdy when you step on them. Then you reach down and you grab one and try to lift up, and you realize there is nothing holding them down.
Oh.
You look
Well.
underneath it, and there is a thick shelf of stone that they are set along, but that only helps if you're stepping on it from above.
How are we going to get down?
Uh,
It-
As you pick up the board, it is not a direct fall. It is a slow slope.
Well, my dear compatriots, I suppose we go into the deep dark abyss. How joyous. All right. Well, here we go. Felice will like slip under and basically into the hole.
All right,
I try to shoo off my dog again.
It headbutts you, but it is not willing to go in the hole as it is a full wolf, so it is probably about as big as you are and a little chunkier. We're all going down the hole.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You start to notice familiar style carved stone and familiar indentations, though this is obviously a lot thinner than when you were in the catacombs before. But it is obvious that whatever you are leading into is an extension of the catacombs. And as you walk down, we're like, everyone to make me a perception check.
Okay.
And what is your current light source?
Well, I have dark vision, so I don't know if I can see anything.
You can see 60 feet.
Okay. Then my
Oh
eyes.
boy. I don't know if
I would like to elect to have a torch in my hand.
All right.
Yeah.
You have a
Or
30.
mouse.
You have a 30-foot torch.
15. And the other two got
14.
13, 14, and
Okay.
15.
Alrighty then.
Nice.
As you're walking down, you notice that this is very much so a smaller and tighter, almost labyrinthian section of the catacombs. As you come to a T-junction, and there you can go left and you can go right.
Can I look
Felice,
at-
Oh, it's a cat. Question mark?
no. You watch as this little floating jellyfish-like thing floats along from right to left in front of you.
Did you both see that?
Why
After
did
you
want to
point
do
it out,
anything?
it is an object that is there.
Why?
So this is a
Why?
jellyfish floating in front of all of us?
Yep, it's a jellyfish-esque thing.
Do I have any recollection of what this can be?
Roll me nature check. It looks like a frog.
Like
Can
a
I
poison
history?
You want a history check to try and figure out what it is?
Yeah.
All right.
17.
You look at the two little eye stalks that are coming out of this jellyfish-like body, and this mouth-like opening across the top, and you realize this is a flumph.
Oh.
What the fuck a flumph is, you don't know. As it floats a little closer, it says, hello, in your mind.
In Felice's
hello?
mind or everyone's mind?
Everyone's mind.
Hi.
Pretty like,
You are a flump, correct?
I did just say that.
Oh, that's where that. Oh. Well, hello. Did not know.
Hello.
Yes.
It floats up a little bit, so it's face to face with you, and reaches out one of its tentacles at your head.
Is this a greeting?
Do you let it touch you?
Sure.
As it touches you, you run through several of your memories. For a second, you're just caught in a loop of going through good and bad memories, just reliving them before it pulls away. Thank you. I was hungry.
What? Did you
suspicious.
take something from me? Did you take a memory?
I took nothing.
Why are you no longer hungry?
It is complicated.
True, we don't really have much time. Do you know what's down here?
No.
No? You new to this, I guess, hole? Where did you come from?
No.
No, that's not quite the answer I was expecting.
It starts floating toward Neumond.
Hi. I move away from it slightly, just like a little hesitant.
Hello. It starts floating away from you, just drifting in a circle. You Your second hour has gone by.
Yeah, let's just continue on. I'm not quite sure what this creature has to do with
My dear
anything.
floating amphibian fellow, have you seen a rather flamboyantly dressed individual pass this way?
No.
Seems to only answer in response to its own abilities, so I don't know how this has anything to do with,
It just starts floating in circles.
Yeah, alright, let's just keep going.
Can I look at the walls? Since you said that like there's 2 tunnels, can I look at both of the walls and the
Both of the
ground to see
walls-
if anything's changed, like footsteps
There's
or anything?
nothing particularly interesting about either. You can roll me in a perception or investigation.
We'll do investigation.
The walls themselves and the floor themselves are flat cut stone that was once cut into bricks that are now cracking, but still very much so held together and solid. With these recessed, like almost like beds that probably at one point held corpses. And no, there is no particular reason to go any up. Hello.
I really don't like the tunnels. Which way do you guys think we should go?
Again, which one did the jellyfish come from, or whatever it's called?
Came from
It
the right.
appeared, right? Oh, it came
It
from
came
the
from
right?
the right? I think that we go to the right.
Hello.
That's my vote.
It follows you.
I'll sort of like how is it kind of reacting? Is it like trying to get closer to Liam or Neumond at all?
Nope. It is.
Nope.
It is floating happily right there.
We went to the tunnel to the right, and it followed us, right?
Yes. It is just kind of staying around Jork's character.
Okay.
Hour and a half.
Anyway, what do we see going down this right tunnel?
You see tunnel that leads into a stone doorway with obviously a room beyond it.
Can we just go check it out?
Is the room empty?
You cannot see that far.
Okay.
You can with 60 feet of vision just make out the door. Sorry, I lied. With the torch itself, you have 120 feet of vision. You can see through the straight middle of the room. There is another like doorway on the other side, and you cannot see anything in the room.
Okay. So I can see that there's a door, but I can't see anything like around the area because it's like dark.
There
or
is no
something.
actual door, mind you. It is just the stone where a door would be.
Okay.
And it is. You can only really see in a straight line through the room, and you know that the room gets bigger on either side.
If we go into this room, there's a exit-ish doorway on the other side. I can see if you guys can't tell.
Oh,
I know you guys need a torch, so I can see that there's like a doorway on the other side if we get through this room, but I can't really see what's in the room.
well, I suppose we just have to check that out more.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
It tries to touch your forehead again.
All right, sure, why
Oh.
not?
It just touches your forehead. No memories. Hello.
Yes. Hello. You guys can explore the room while Felice is just like looking at this jellyfish and kind of confused. Just a little bit confused. Is there something you want from me?
No,
No? Oh, all right.
I don't really need anything.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess you can tag along with us if you don't really have any bad intentions.
What is bad?
Death.
Oh,
Causing it. Yes.
sad.
Yes, I mean, death can be sad, but
No.
I don't know. I'm not really expecting about talking about this since I have a cave.
You are on 1 hour and 45 minutes, by the way.
Yeah. Let's just... Is there any, like, traps in the room that we can look for?
Make me an investigation check.
I got it, too.
Do I also make one?
Are you entering the room and trying to look for traps?
Yes.
So, make me your investigation check.
Actually, For any investigation from now on, we should probably confer to the +5.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys.
All right.
Oh no,
So-
guys, rolls 21.
You look into the room and you notice a few more of these jellyfish.
Okay.
And then you stop instantly. Just something in the back of your head telling you to stop as you notice slits along the sides of the doorway.
There's more of these jellyfishes in here, but I don't. I don't feel good about going through here for some reason.
You can tell that there is a trap, and it is probably a blade trap that will try and slice. You cannot tell what would activate it, though.
Oh, okay.
The flump floats through the doorway, floats over to one of the other flumps, and just goes, hello! And it goes, hello!
So it just kind of walked on in there. Just
Yep. Mind you, it floated. So,
Can I look at the
Ground.
ground?
make me an investigation check.
oh, for
Oh,
fuck's
screw
sake.
me.
The fact that you look at the ground, you notice that you are currently walking on a set of tiles. You can, because you know that there is a blade trap, and because you know that the flump did not trigger it, you can assume that some tile somewhere between here and the room will trigger the blade trap. What tiles?
How large is the room?
It's about 15 feet on all sides, square.
Okay.
I would like to take my quarterstaff and blind man my way through this room.
Tap,
Oh
tap,
my
tap,
God.
tap, 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 chink! Your quarterstaff gets cut in half as two sets of blades slice all the way in a fan formation through this doorway.
Okay.
That being said, you did identify that it is very specifically the tiles in the doorway. You don't know about in front of the doorway.
Wait, hold up. How tall? How tall did they fly over it?
So
Like,
the way it worked is, the doorway is about a 6-foot tall arch. The blades curled out from the top of that arch, came down all the way, and then retracted
down.
in a fan-like motion, so that they were like a fan of blades covering the entire doorway. One fan from each side.
Bro, my stupid brain is not catching on here.
It cover entire doorway.
Okay, so it does not go out and cover room, it cover doorway.
It just covered doorway.
Okay, monkey, yes.
I would like
Okay.
to take a little running start and leap over the tiles doorway into the room.
All right, you leap over the 1-foot-sized tiles.
Hey, Neumond, pick me up, put me on the other side. Shouldn't take much.
Felice, your walking distance is more than 1 foot. You can step over the tiles.
I just wanted to be creative, okay? Can you not see how out of the box I am being right now?
You're gonna be creative by asking the wizard to do the strength stuff.
Yes, I didn't say creativity was smart.
Yeah.
Hop over and
Anyway,
pick up
I guess I'll
things,
jump
and then
over it.
hop over again.
No. Having identified the tiles, you can all just step over.
Yeah.
You get greeted by hello, 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 hello.
Goodbye.
They all collectively, all at once. Aww.
Is that a hive mind? It seems like
No.
a hive. Yourself. All right, let's just go.
The flump floats back up towards Felice as you walk out.
Are you the same one from before?
Hello.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I guess good to have you.
Are you gonna walk through the other doorway?
There's another doorway?
Yeah, there's a room with 2 doorways and a pile of flumps.
Oh boy, alright, Neumond, would you like to check for traps again?
Yeah, I can. Well, since I've already looked, can I look at the door to see if it has the same markings? Since.
Yes, and
Yeah.
it does.
Okay, great.
You're as smart as your character, I see.
I would like to pick up the pieces of my quarterstaff and short hop over the tiles.
Perseus.
Never mind.
That's me.
Rest y'all shut up. Percy, you are currently sitting with your best friend Alexander.
I love this guy. I love this guy.
I'm going to leave you here for now.
Oh, where are you going?
I'm going to go find you another friend to speak with.
I come with?
No.
Why? I thought we were having a good time here.
Surprise. You don't want to ruin the surprise, do you?
Well, how is it a surprise if you told me you're gonna go get me a friend? Now I just know you're getting me a friend.
Yes, but who the friend is and where I'm getting them from, that's the surprise.
Okay. What do I do in the meantime?
Read your book, I suppose.
I already read it.
Well, read it again.
It doesn't have much rereading value, if I'm being honest.
said read it again.
Can I do an insight check? Is he getting angry with me?
You can make another wisdom saving throw as he gives you a command.
I'll take that. Okay.
You read it again. You cannot conceivably think of a world in which you do not read it again. Another hour passes, and you have read this book maybe 6 more times. However, the charm has now worn off. You are now, once again, sitting in a shitty, dark room with one chair. Your goggles are gone.
Why? Why am I reading this fucking book? I throw it. Out of anger.
You throw the book. You hear a distant hiss as a librarian considers your actions.
Oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. And I go back and pick it up. I got to return this.
You hear the cracking of bones as the librarian slowly scuttles towards you.
I want to try opening the door.
You try opening the door?
Yes, man.
Roll me a strength check. If you don't get above a 30, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Beg your
Don't
pardon?
worry though. It's a 12. Oh, it's 18.
Don't worry about it. As you look through these slats on this, what is obviously now a cell door, and see this bronze automaton blocking the door with its body.
Hey, buddy. Pal.
Another 10 minutes of you trying to talk to this automaton, but nothing happens. Before you hear footsteps coming down the hallway.
Alright. I'm gonna sit back down. I'm gonna grab the book and pretend like I've still been reading it.
You hear, open it, now. You hear the clunk of this giant bar getting pulled apart, or pulled open, and then the door slamming open against this automaton, and in walks a woman in full black plate mail with a long greatsword strapped to her back.
Silly dog.
And on the other side of her face, to where Alexander had a mask, there is a pitch black, steel-looking mask with a crying frown painted into it, carved deeply. I am Anastasia. You will sit up straight, arms into the straps. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
13.
You sit up straight, put your arms into the straps clasp closed around your arms.
Why am I doing this?
Because I say so. Now,
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
shut up. I will do the talking for now. She walks closer to you, slides the table away with one hand, and leans over you. This is where you notice she is about 6'5" and very strongly built. You are connected with FNF. What are they planning?
I don't say anything because she told me to shut up.
She breaks one of your fingers. Speak!
Ah, nothing. They just asked us to look into things that went missing.
They asked you to look into us then. Why? What is
Just
their
one-
plan?
They just wanted to get their stuff back. You stole the stick.
Cracks another one of your fingers. Liar!
I'm not lying. Listen, I don't even know what they did. They just make weapons. That's all I know.
We will see about that. She grabs you by the face, stares into you, and these black bone wings protrude from her. I'd like you to make me another wisdom saving throw.
15.
You are frightened for the next 1 minute. as the entire world around you goes black and your darkest fears start clawing at your mind. And we cut back to the rest of the party.
I'd like to ask my sovereign if they know anything about. Does anything about where we are strike any old memory?
Roll me a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw.
What the heck?
8.
What a change.
The Sovereign does not wake the fuck up.
Oh, come on. Screw it. I'm using my inspiration for this. Alright, 17.
He slowly stirs in the back of your mind. We are in the catacombs. I don't know where. Are you making friends? I find a lot of pleasant minds surrounding us, and this is the point in which all of the flumps immediately fly towards you. Hello, 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 hello.
What?
And in this communication that you thought was between you and the Sovereign, you constantly hear their hellos.
Is that going to be a headache in the morning?
Hello. The Sovereign.
Oh.
Yes, hello. You all must be starving if you're this simple. I can tell you that flumps are normally highly intelligent, but they feed off of excess mental energy. Nothing that would harm anyone, as they are gentle creatures, but with no one around them thinking, hello, 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 they tend to get a little stupid. Hello! All of the flumps are trying to touch your forehead, by the way.
Since I've been informed that they're starving, sure.
Okay, they all touch your forehead. Nothing major happens. Like, unlike Felice, you don't get any flashes of memories. But because you are now a Myconid, who is a telepathic race, you can tell that they are... Basically, everyone has a certain amount of mental energy, and generally people have above what they will actually use, and they are siphoning off that little bit off the top.
Okay.
But the conversation between you and the Sovereign was like a feast for them. Imagine in order to communicate, you are trying to shoot cannonballs at each other with text messages on them.
Oh.
That is the amount of power you are using for telepathic message, and they take, like, they suck up the smoke and the fire blast around the cannons, and that is it.
Crazy.
Hello. My name. Hello. The one that had already touched Felice, and you can now identify it because it is floating almost more coherently than the rest. Hello. My name. Hello.
Your name is...
Hello. My name. Hello.
Is
I
this
would
all?
like to continue talking with the Sovereign.
Is this all happening telepathically? Between them?
All of the hellos are in all of your minds.
Okay.
What'd you do?
Hello. 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 Hello.
Why are they suddenly talking?
Don't worry about it. They need food.
Food?
Not
They're
like
going to
food
eat
food.
us?
They need, like, thought food.
What is thought food?
So it's
Yeah.
like you have this excess mental stuff in you. And these things feed off of that excess. It doesn't harm you in any way, shape, or form. It's just...
Hello. My name
What?
is Henry. Hello.
Oh,
Henry, now we're getting somewhere.
Henry. Nice name. Didn't expect
I'm
it.
sorry for your mother. Hello.
What?
Who did they say this to?
They just said I'm sorry for your mother and then hello again.
Mm. That's
I am
something.
nonplussed.
We were once friends with hello. Friends with hello. Your
Friends with
colony. Hello.
Oh, like talking to you, Liam?
I'm going to assume so, unless you have a colony stuff somewhere up there.
No.
I mean, certain kinds of infection, I suppose. Hello.
That's so they were friends, I guess.
Yes.
Hmm.
And
Well,
you wouldn't have to remember.
We lived with hello. By the way, it has taken 30 minutes to get this information out of these flumps.
I would like to continually walk while we're doing this.
Okay.
yeah, they can follow if
Okay.
they want.
Only Henry will follow.
Right, Henry?
Because Henry's cool.
Because Henry's intelligent. The rest of them
He is now-
are starving.
He has now reached that threshold. Yay.
All right, Henry. We are looking for a friend of ours named Perseus.
Hello. Perseus. Hello.
Were
My
you
name is
able
Liam.
to see him inside of my memories? Were you looking through them?
It touches your forehead again. Hello, Perseus. Have not
Oh.
seen.
Oh, all right then.
Does that mean we went the wrong way?
Maybe.
Have
I
not
don't-
seen for a long time. And Neumond.
Oh, yes, I suppose.
Right. Would you happen to remember the other end of this network?
That becomes the Undercity. The Undercity was the home of hello. 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 Hello.
Hey. Whoa. Are you doing okay?
I would like to comfort it.
Undercity.
Okay, I think we need to go back the other way.
How large is this swamp?
It is. Think a basketball with like, entire arms hanging out, arm length like tendrils hanging out. It is like its body is bigger than your head, and its tendrils come down to about your waist if it floats at the same level as your head.
And I gesture for it to nestle on my head so we can move. I assume it doesn't move very quickly.
It actually is It is keeping full pace with you.
Never mind then.
Yeah. You know the one who isn't entirely keeping full pace? Me. 25 movement, baby.
I will clarify. It is keeping pace with you specifically.
With who?
With Liam specifically. It is almost exactly 3 feet away from Liam at all times.
Crazy.
We should probably head back then.
Yeah. Let's go down the other route.
Can we run the other way since we already went that way? It's not like an unexplored area.
You run towards the other one.
Mm-hmm.
You find a cave-in. You find
Oh.
a flump picking up rocks, setting it into a pile. Picking up rocks, setting it into a pile. Picking up rocks, setting it into the other pile.
The way that we came from?
No, sorry. I assumed you were running to the other direction.
Yeah.
Down the tunnel.
Yeah, we were.
You come to a cave-in with a flump that is just moving rocks.
Henry, is this why is it separated from the rest?
He is doing. He is doing.
I mean, fair enough.
You get a feeling that doing is probably a proper verb for them.
I have a shovel. We can try and.
I will clarify.
know.
This is stone rubble.
This is stoneable. This is like mining cave level of.
This is cave-in level. Ruins are collapsed. Hello.
Hey there, doing.
My name is not doing. I am doing right now.
How long has this cave-in been here? Or
345,236 days.
okay, let's go the other way. Back again.
No, get you on
Yay!
the flip side, not doing.
My name is George.
Get you on the flip side, George.
Okay.
Hmm.
Is no one gonna ask why George is more intelligent than the rest?
I was gonna say that actually. I was gonna say that's a coherent conversation right there.
All right, go ahead, wizard.
George, um, uh, d- um, why are you away from everyone else?
I am trying to get back to the colony we were friends with.
This colony?
Oh. Oh. Tragedy. Well, I have nothing else to do. I will keep doing.
You can come
The
with
colony,
us,
you can come with
George.
us.
No need. We'll keep doing. Need
Well.
protect Cloister. You hear Henry say, "Hello, Georges. Hello, Elder. Hello."
Cloister. What's that?
You can roll me a nature check.
Oh, +0 to that. That's a 19. All right. What is it?
Cloister is a common word used to describe schools or groups of invertebrates.
That's what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
It is also a term. It is also the term for a specific kind of religious room.
Where do you know?
How to describe what a cloister is? Basically, it's a small room on the offshoot of a church.
Mm-hmm.
In order to like sit and pray quietly or store small things that are needed for prayer.
Personally, I think that we kind of exhausted our information here, and then we should just go the other way.
Like start dashing the other way.
Yeah, we ran the other way.
As you try to run, Henry like latches a single pseudopod onto your shoulder. You keep running, mind you. It's just Henry has a massive 30 feet speed. Your run speed is 60. 50 feet for Felice.
Jellyfish shield obtained.
You use this jellyfish as a shield, it is going to die, and no, it won't give a strength buff.
Aww.
Alright, well, so we go the other way and arrive at the bottom of that one.
Okay, you arrive at another junction. This one, stairs leading down on both sides. Funky!
Hey, man.
Your entire right hand is broken.
You
You are currently suffering under a very intense fear spell and have been for about 30 minutes. Anastasia has left, and you are sitting here with your darkest thoughts.
Did you want me to describe my darkest thoughts, or?
I mean, if you would like, but I was just filling you in on where what your character is currently dealing with.
All right, cool. I'm still gonna describe it though. Can we just play these out as like visions or dream sequence or whatever the fuck you want to call it?
Yes.
Just to make it easy for everyone.
Yes.
So for one of them, you see Perseus working his investigation job from the normal times he works it. For the second one, in the same thing, you see him working with his dad, day in and day out, sad as he just sits there. He wants to go and do other things, but he can't leave because his parents need him there. So he feels trapped. For the other one, you see there seems to be what looks like a small undead man or child trapped under a cart. And as he reaches out to touch him, when he touches him, the undead child screams out in agony. And that's what just these two things keep repeating over and over through this past 30 minutes.
Back
Get
to
out.
Back to the rest of the party.
Henry,
Mm,
Which one leads the way we want to go?
can mm,
Are
do we
you-
hear anything at all from the area?
There is a constant wind blowing in this area, as if instead of being a tunnel underground, it is like a tunnel between two planes
Hmm.
where the winds blow freely.
Okay. Well, which
Is Henry still
tunnel?
with us?
Henry is currently clinging to Liam,
Mhm.
and the wind is coming from both sides.
Both sides. Okay. Is there a certain smell that is accompanying it?
It is a very dry, dusty smell, as if it is very much so the smell of a cave. Like it smells like a mix of dry rock dust and water.
No, like Can I call upon mine cat to go down the left trail
I mean,
while
yeah,
everybody else check out the right one?
yeah, you can cast Find Familiar. Are you going
Yes.
to have your familiar run down one while everyone runs down the other?
Yes.
Okay. After about 30 feet of stairs, you come face to face with your cat.
What?
As both of the staircases lead spiraling downward into the same room. At the far end of the room, there is almost a pure shear line where this well-maintained stonework cuts off into this 5-foot drop into what now you can see is a vast cavern.
Is it inhabited at all, or is it still as abandoned as the rest?
Still as abandoned as the rest.
So we're standing in front of like a cave or standing in front of a cavern?
It would be more fitting to describe it as the only reason you know it's a cave is because there is technically a ceiling above you, but functionally, this is no different to looking into a plains, all the way down to the thin white stalks growing on the ground. The cave itself is 1,000 feet tall. You can barely make out the top of this cave through fog that is creating almost cloud cover at the top. And directly in front of you, you can see rows and rows and rows of what were at one point pews.
So we're at the bottom.
Of the cave?
Yes.
No. You are in a room hanging off the side of the wall, of which you can look down and see the bottom.
Oh. And we can't see what's at the bottom, or we can see?
You can see it. At the bottom, it gently slopes down from where you are into a field of like white tendrily looking grass-like objects. However, you cannot see to the other side.
Okay.
You hear a crack of lightning as at one of the corners rain starts to pour down.
What in all the storytelling I've heard and spoken, I've never thought of this kind of an area, to say the very least.
Hello.
Well, yes, Henry?
Hello. City. Hello.
Oh, to the city. Oh.
It reaches out a tendril to point in front of you. I would like Mitti and only Mitti to make me a perception check. You do also notice that these white grass-like objects are glowing slightly. Do not worry about it.
No.
Nice. Love that number.
It's a strong 11.
Powerful 11.
You can notice, by the way, the slight and gradual slope down looks like it goes on for miles.
Henry, is the city down or is it across?
Both. City is in center. City is filled with Mind. Jellyfish has a panic attack.
Oh, hey, I guess it'll be all right. We'll try and figure out
You
whatever's
watch
going
as
on.
these eye stalks that it has curls in and down towards the body, shaking slightly, before springing back up and, like, resetting with no knowledge of what just happened.
That's not healthy.
So I don't think anything good is in the city, but the city is, I'm pretty sure, where we have to go.
Yep,
It's in the
well...
center,
Perseus!
but-
You hear a crash outside of your door. Stupid automaton. And the door latches and swings open slightly, and you hear footsteps running away.
What type of restraints are these again? Were they metal?
They are fairly plain metal, set into a wooden chair.
Can I break the chair? Can I throw my
Yeah.
body weight around and try to break the chair?
Give me a strength check.
Oh,
Perseus
boy.
hulks out and breaks the chair.
He does. That's a nat 20.
Yes, you fairly easily spread your arms, and you realize you're not going to get it that way. You try and sit up, but it's hard to do. And then you realize, the fuck am I doing? And you rock backwards, and then forwards, and then backwards again until you shatter the chair when it hits the ground. Backwards with all force.
Can I try to set my fingers that were broken?
You do still have the manacles strapped to your arms, and they do still have planks of wood on them. As for the fingers that are broken, you would not be able to find splints of finger size in
Alright.
this pile of wood. If you would had to set an arm, you had plenty of arm-sized wood.
Okay.
But you would
What-
need, like, very specifically finger-sized splints. Over the course of the torture, because it's actually going to be important now. Jesus goddamn Christ! How much health do you have?
I have 31.
Okay, you take 20 points of fucking damage.
God damn. Okay, so I'm looking pretty rough then.
Yes, I will also clarify, for the next hour, you are afraid of everything.
Would I be able to cast spells on myself? That have somatic components.
Yes, your hands are free enough to cast spells.
I'm gonna exhaust everything that I have. This is gonna suck. I'm gonna use healing hands on me and restore 4 nasty hit points.
Okay. You watch as you wreath your finger, and you can only get one with that. You wreath your forefinger in blue flame, and it dissolves down before being remade.
Okay. Now I will use all 5 of my healing lights, which is 5d6, to try to get as much HP back as I can.
Okay, roll them progressively until you are full rather than doing all of them at once.
Yeah, all right. That's 5.
You dissolve another finger in this blue flame before remaking it. This is excruciating, by the way.
Oh, that's 6.
You get the other 2 fingers on your hand that aren't your thumb, and they make it once, but you can feel this head-splitting, searing pain going up your entire arm.
That's 4.
You manage to mend the thumb itself, but the actual palm of your hand is still shattered in several places.
With that, I am back to 30 HP out of 31. I think that's good enough.
Yes.
I'm gonna break these cuffs.
Hey, you can quite easily slam the wooden part against the stone. You will still have the metal bands around your wrists.
Would I be able to Eldritch Blast the bands?
Okay, I'm gonna give
Okay,
you.
they're on my wrist. They're on my wrist. Hold on, I misunderstood. I thought they were like chained together on my wrist. You know what I mean?
No. They are just a metal band on each wrist. They
Oh,
were
so break-
they were tied to the chair, and you broke the chair.
Is the door still open? Because I heard him say
Yes.
stupid automaton.
The door is
I'll-
still open. You
I'll
hear
cast
Click,
Visibility on myself.
click, 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 click. Crunch. Click, click, click. You cast invisibility on yourself.
Oh, so I'm invisible for the next hour. I will try to sneak past and get out of here.
You click, click, click. You sneak past him into the hallway. And as you do, its arm reaches out for you directly where you are. Not able to reach you as it is shuddering and cracked, and some of it's welded together just by sheer force. This bulbous body is dented inwards, creating this crater in the stomach, as it is pretty well bent and torn apart.
What direction can I go? Like, what's around me on the outside?
You are in a hallway full of doors that all obviously lead to more cells.
I want to get out of this hole with them.
Do you want to head the direction you came, or the other direction?
Oh my god, my brain says head back the direction I came, but I'm frightened, right?
Yes.
No matter what for the next hour, then I'll head back the direction I came then. Forget what I said.
Oh, right.
I can't be brave right now.
You run the direction you came, and you start to hear plate mail.
I'd like to sneak.
All right.
Hide.
You sneak. Walking past you, you see both Alexander and Anastasia at once.
What are they saying?
They are dead silent. Alexander has this weird, inhuman grin on his face, and Anastasia has this deep-set, sad frown, but nothing is being said.
Anyways, time to keep running. Or sneaking away.
You cannot move until they pass,
Oh no.
because you are frightened.
I'll hold my breath and try not to make any sound
Make
whatsoever.
me a stealth check with advantage.
Oh my god, advantage. Okay, first roll is an 18. Second roll is a nat 20. Again, 22. God, I'm so
You-
scared.
Stop. Feel your heartbeat. You feel tuk 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 tuk. And then they pass and don't notice you. You swear you see one of them twitch in response to your heartbeat. You swear that what little shallow breaths you have are going to give you away. But they don't notice you.
Which of the two twitched? Or seemed?
Alexander seemed to have twitched.
I figured as much.
But Alexander is a fairly twitchy person.
Okay. So as soon as they're hopefully very far away or more down the hall, I'm gonna run.
All right, you run. Are you still stealthing?
Yes.
Okay.
Or yeah.
It will be a difference between running quietly and running full speed.
Yeah, I'll run quietly for now, at least until I get out of the hall.
You exit the hall into this lavishly colored building with desks on every side and these ostentatiously decorated people with these ornate masks, often with horns or feathers or some other adornment. Some of them seem to be smiling perpetually. Some of them are constantly crying and frowning. Some of them, and you notice only 2 of them that are like this, their masks look distorted and horrific. And these 2 are next to the door.
Man.
These 2 are standing straight in pitch black and red uniforms with long glaives with wicked-looking blades.
And I do not see my goggles anywhere, right?
Nope.
Oh my god, my goggles. No. Can't make it past the door. So I want to go at least to where the desks are and try to see what they're doing, if they're doing anything.
It looks very much so like a bank, or as if there's constant trades going on where someone hands in a ticket of paper and gets handed a sack of something. Another one hands in a ticket and gets handed back a separate ticket. You hear one of them passionately talking, I was supposed to have 3 clowns this week, and I have only been gifted 1. I would like to speak with... And that is all you get through the chatter of constant noise.
Okay.
All of these people are terrifying to you. You
Of course they
have this sinking feeling that every single one of them has noticed you past your invisibility.
Oh no. I want to hide under the desk.
You can't, because it would involve you getting within 5 feet of someone.
Oh no. Just so I'm aware, everybody's doing something.
Yes.
Only 2 have very gross, ewy masks, and there is nowhere else I can hide if not under the desk. Or are there more things? Like, are there stairs to go even further up?
Think of this like a bank, and half the people are customers and the other half are tellers. The only places you could get to would be getting behind the tellers' desks.
I'll do that then.
But doing so would involve you getting over a teller's desk and being within 5 feet of a teller, which that thought alone terrifies you, because you know you'll be seen.
There's so much that I want to do, but I can't do.
I mean, you can try something.
You're absolutely right. No, I guess I'll try to run through the other hallway then. If there's no people in the way.
Okay? You run through the other hallway. You start running, and you realize that you are running through... The only way I can describe it is by making a real-life comparison. You're running through an office building. You are running through a building in which individual people are given maybe 10-foot space and are told to do something. Some of them are cutting through wood, some of them are working on small mechanical projects, some of them are filing paperwork. All of them are working on something, and this area quickly opens up into a wide open space with a bunch of these 10-foot, like, little sectioned off spaces, each with a work table of some kind, some of them being drafting tables, some of them being, like, carver's tables. And you see a set of stairs up on the other side.
Cool, I'll go up.
Make me a wisdom saving throw and a stealth check. As you reach the stairs, someone starts coming down.
Only 3 on the wisdom save. And for the stealth check, that is an 8.
Well, the good news is you're no longer frightened. The bad news is the person walking down the stairs goes, "Who's there? Which one of you made that noise? Silence, all of you." You see another one of these silvery smile masks. And this guy also has this happy-go-lucky grin. "Silence, all of you." "I heard a rat." And he looks directly at you for a second before scanning away. And scanning back. You are no longer frightened. However, this entire office complex is now alert. They do not know what your current location is, but they know you are here.
Listen, man, I'm gonna keep it moving. I gotta get out of here. Whether they know I'm here or not, I'm still invisible. So I have that advantage to me.
You can now run through the main doors, because you're not frightened.
Oh my god, you're so right. Get me out of here.
Okay, you run through the main doors into a crowded thoroughfare of these ragged-looking people with these ostentatious masks. You notice that there is a stark difference between from inside the building, in which people are wearing prettier clothing, to outside of the building, in which most of the people you see out here are wearing tatters. You see more of these, like, black and red, disgusting masked guards about every 5-10 feet along the street. The only place that is unguarded, like actually unguarded, is the little offshoots that go around the building and hit the edge of this cliff.
All right. Is anybody? Do I pass by like anybody that's asleep? I know you said they're all busy, but is there anybody that's not,
No.
or that they have like? Okay.
Very specifically, every single person is doing something. They are, if they are not running from one place to another, they are trying to like carve through a building, they're mending some amount of fabric, they're doing something with fervor.
And again, I feel like I should have asked this earlier, but I'm assuming I don't. I don't have any of my stuff on me, would I?
You actually do mostly. They would have removed
Well-
any weapons that you
I don't
had.
carry it anyways.
They would have removed like a shield if you had one,
Nah,
or any like overt armor,
no.
but they would not have removed personal belongings.
Okay, no.
Hence the reason why you're kind of the best equipped to do this, because you ain't got any of that shit that they would remove.
I don't need it. How tall are the roofs of the building?
How tall?
Yes,
The roof of the big building?
of just any of the buildings surrounding it.
Okay.
The big building
smaller,
too.
the smaller buildings are mostly tents. They're mostly cloth tents set up on poles about 10 feet tall. What few buildings that aren't tents are dotted around the edge of this cliff, and they are wooden structures with the walls made out of like very tautly held fabric, or they are carved down into the stone.
So how about the big building? How tall up? How far up is the roof?
65 feet? 70 feet?
Oh boy. Do I have any rope on me? I'll be damned if I don't. I don't have any rope. Oh, I do. It's only 50 feet. No.
You hear clunk, clunk, clunk,
Oh,
as one of these, I will now just call them what they are horror guards. One of these horror guards starts walking up the steps and gets within 5 feet of you, and then walks past.
no. Ooh. I want to go in one of the tents.
Alright, you want to slip into a tent?
Yes.
Alright, you slip into a tent, and you find about 5 bodies lying on the floor unconscious, all wearing tattered rags, these masks still plastered to their face.
Are any of the rags, or are any of them, a similar build to me?
One of them would have been if he had been fed for about another month.
Perfect. I'm gonna take his stuff. I want his clothes. I'm
Okay,
gonna change
so you
into
are-
what he's wearing.
You are taking the rags. Do you try and take the mask?
Yes.
Okay. You grab the outside of this mask and tear, and he wakes up screaming as you feel that this mask is fused to his face.
Listen, man, it's life or death. I keep pulling.
All right, your invisibility breaks. As you would, in order to keep pulling, make an attack. In this case, it would be a grapple, and you are going to be pulling off, but you will be doing direct fucking damage.
Yeah, all right, that's fine.
Okay, make me a strength check.
6.
You tear at this mask. The man underneath you nearly blacks out from the pain as you watch as half of his face peels off, but you still haven't gotten it off. He is screaming and wailing. Everyone in the tent has already gotten up and is staring at you.
I'm so sorry, man. I'll keep pulling.
You hear the guards clanking into the tent. You pull one more time, make me another strength check.
That's a 7.
You pull again and wrench, and in a feat surprising for this dice roll, you wrench his head sideways, pulling it by the mask, and you hear a snap. And the mask is still not off, but his screaming has stopped. You look down and you realize that his neck was weaker than the bond between the mask and his head.
Oh no. The guards are still coming? You can still
The
hear them
guard-
clinking, clinking?
You watch as this black clawed hand opens this tent, and this grotesque, hideous abomination with this jaw caving inwards, giant teeth, all made out of metal, looks at you. Intruder! And we go back to the other party members.
So these stalks, are they bright enough to give off light?
Dim light within 1 foot of each stalk. Actually, dim light within 1 inch of each stalk. But the entire bottom floor is covered.
So
Like
it's
the-
really bright at the bottom floor. With
More
the-
of the entire thing is very dimly lit, but you can see all of it. Think like glow in the dark putty that is just spread over the entire bottom.
But that's all the thingies.
Yes.
Okay.
It is like glow in the dark putty levels of light, but it is everywhere.
And how far did you say it's down from us?
From as best you can estimate from the room you're currently in, it is a 10-foot drop before it starts curving. And then
No, how far are the little thingies from us?
oh, they are growing up the walls. Pretty much everywhere outside of this room is just covered in them.
Okay.
Ray, can you see in the dark?
Me? I can see. Yeah, I can. I have dark. I have. Is it dark vision?
Can
Yes.
Henry see in the dark? How many dark scene things do we have here?
This is an important question that I forgot about Flumps. Give me a moment. I think they have blind sense. No, they have dark vision, 60 feet.
Okay, never mind.
I will clarify, you do not need dark vision to see out in there. It is just enough for you to see.
I would like to douse and stow my torch
Okay.
and climb down the wall.
You climb down the wall. You don't inspect anything in this room first. You just walk through the room and hop down.
What does the room we're in look like?
It looks like a row of about 10 church pews. And then the room itself is ornately carved into a, like, chapel-looking thing. But where the lectern to give lectures from would have been is where the cutoff is.
And there's nothing in like the pews or anything like that. It's just.
You can
empty?
give me investigation.
Okay.
Yeah, go wizard.
Oh,
Yeah.
high intelligence character.
I'm just watching
Woo!
the dice roll in slow motion, and it makes me so nervous.
All right, 21.
You shouldn't be.
No need to be nervous.
You find on one of the pews a small bowl with some gold, silver, and copper coins of absolutely nowhere, a mark from nowhere you had ever seen before.
I
These
take them.
mark down, and do not mark them as your regular gold, silver, and copper.
Okay.
Mark down
And-
5 ancient gold,
Okay. Ancient gold.
5 ancient gold, 4 ancient silver, and 20 ancient copper.
Is there anything else in these pews?
You find what was at one point probably paper, and now it is just mush that has kind of dissolved. You find where there once probably were candles, but the wax has melted and then like almost dissolved into a powder over time.
And that's it?
That's it.
Okay.
Do I see any Blackwell symbology that I would recognize?
You do not. You do not see any symbology you would recognize for any religion you would recognize it as existing.
Well, screw the church. I'm interested in the stocks. I'm jumping down.
All right, you jump down. Liam, you hop down. You touch the stalks. They are, in fact, grass.
Oh, perfect. I would like to take some clippings.
You take some clippings. You have clippings of glowing grass. The
Do they
clippings,
continue to grow even after they're removed from the ground?
they do. At least as far as you're currently aware.
This is interesting. I would like to take a second amount of clipping.
You take a second set of clippings. You have 2 clippings of glowing grass.
Perfect.
Do they die when taken from the ground?
Yes,
Darn.
they are regular plants that just glow.
Ah, would have been made for an interesting outfit.
Now, if only I had one of those mason jars of dirt. I just don't have. Oh dear.
Okay.
Do I have a jar on me?
I believe you have a jar full of Astral Mushrooms.
I do. Right. I forget what those mushrooms do exactly.
They were the stuff you got off of Percy in the first episode.
Oh yes. Perfect.
Roll me a nature check, actually. This grass
dear.
glows because a frog licked it.
All right. That's good enough. I would like to continue onwards through the grass.
All right.
Stealthily.
You know, for a guy who takes samples from literally everywhere, your nature is kind of bad.
Listen, not high intelligence. That's an 18 on the stealth.
All right.
Oh, all right.
You stealthily wade into the middle of a grassy fields.
We see him, right?
Oh, yes.
We just see him in the middle of the grassy field.
Yes. Because
Um,
you rolled before I could tell you. There is nothing to hide behind. There is nothing to block your vision. There is no way you are going through this cave stealthily.
Is the grass isn't tall enough for me to?
The grass is like ankle height.
Oh, never mind then.
what about for me? What if I army crawled?
I mean, you still have big feet, so it's ankle height.
Aw.
You look down, and as you keep looking, this goes on for a mile. And the only reason it doesn't look like it goes on further is because it turns into fog.
Henry is still with Liam, correct?
Yes, Henry is currently attached to Liam. Hello.
Oh,
Felice is gonna like jump down and kind of run after them, just say, "Hey, pick me up. This could take forever."
we need to enroll you in a track and field class.
Yeah, well, normally I don't need to run that much.
I mean, she is running in heels.
I'll cautiously
fair,
follow them.
Shh.
Cautiously.
You have all jumped down?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. You have all touched grass. Are you going to keep moving forward?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to skip you about an hour forward. Because the only thing you could do in that hour is walk forward through this grass and mist. There would be nothing happening.
Is
You
there
walk-
any? See, you said it's like foggy.
Yes, it is very foggy, and there is small thunderstorms rolling through this field. After about an hour, you look up and you see a shape in the fog. And it is a massive tower. And you ask yourself, how far down have we gone? Because this field itself is at a constant downward slope. You have gone downwards at about a 45-degree angle for an hour. And you look up and you see small little dark blue lights surrounding this shadow of a tower. And you look above you and you see this ring of orange firelight. And that's all you can see through the clouds.
Henry, are we still going the right way?
Undersit, 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 undersit. The Undercity is right there. And he points at the tower.
How do we get in there?
No. No. No.
Okay. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
I comfort the jellyfish.
It resets.
All right.
By the way, I claim the shoulder on the other side of Liam, other than the from the other side of the jellyfish.
Happily on one shoulder, a jellyfish on the other.
Yeah.
Girlfriend on one shoulder, and then also the halfling.
Can we see how far the tower is, or is it just a shadow, like still from a distance, but we see it like casting over us?
It is a shadow in the mist. It could be a medium-sized building at about 30 feet, or it could be gargantuan and another mile out.
And we can't tell
You cannot tell.
because
Either
of the
way.
fog.
Yes.
Either way, Felice is used to the feeling.
Look, we don't need to know about the massive towers you handle in your private time.
Alright, that is not what I was thinking of.
I'm assuming you keep moving forward.
Can we stealth in the fog?
Yes, the fog now would allow for stealth.
Wunderbar! Ha! 23.
1, 2, 3.
You know what?
You are successfully
stealth.
stealth. Are you going to stealth as a group? Because that is a different kind of stealth check. It requires everyone to roll, including the flump. We'll also clarify the flump does glow slightly.
Can I store the flump in my hood?
I mean, you would need to wrap it in your entire cloak. Again, it's fairly large.
It's a basketball.
Yeah.
Imagine the flump just like in a cloak, but the thing is, it's only the head that's covering it, so it literally looks like a ghost.
Yeah, like a little glowing hat.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be how you would cover it. Are you going to do that? Okay.
Yes.
As you take
Yeah,
off your
I'll get
cloak,
off.
you realize that you have small plate mushrooms growing around the back of your neck.
Many thoughts. Head most definitely not empty.
You wrap the cloak around the flump. The flump no longer has disadvantage on the stealth check. Everyone roll me a stealth check. What?
That's a 10.
So that's 1 fail and 1 success so far. 2 fails and 2 successes.
Wow, wow.
Don't tell me I and the flump succeeded.
Yes!
I failed. Nice.
Me
It
and the
is-
glowing jellyfish are more stealthy than the 2-foot-tall halfling.
To be fair, it is an open field, and the flump literally rolled a nat 20.
Can I roll a lucky die?
Do you have luck points?
Yes, I do. I haven't used
Then
them on anything.
Spend a luck point.
Money!
right.
Natural 20!
4 successes and 1 failure. As you were, going along, you were about to, step on a rock you hadn't noticed, and then a spectral image of your leg shifts you to the left slightly, and your foot lands quietly. And as you keep trying to move along, that keeps happening, where all of your steps are pre-planned out by this ghost that is walking in front of you. You all are successfully stealthing. I'm assuming you're still approaching the tower?
Yes.
You stealth for another about 30 minutes as you get to the base of this tower. You get to the base of this tower, and you look up, and you can see it now as once you get within about 10 feet, the mist stops. It looks as if the mist itself is roiling back away from this tower. It is a solid black stone monolith that goes all the way up, not only to the top of this cavern, but there is a hole at the top of this cavern that is circled by, looks like little campfires almost. And then it goes beyond that up to the top of the other one.
This is spelling all kinds of not good.
Yeah, are we sure that Perseus is in here? You know?
Perseus! The horror guard just spotted you. You hear scraping as it pulls out this jagged glaive from its back. You have 1 chance. Run.
I'll run.
Okay. What direction do you run?
Probably closer to the edge of the cliff.
Okay. Close to the edge of the cliff?
Yep.
It gives you exactly 6 seconds before it bolts after you, laughing maniacally. Run, little child. And you hear other voices. A hunt has begun. Get them. Kill them.
Oh no.
And then you hear a shriek. This piercing wail that knocks you to your knees, everyone else around you also falling. And you see this beautiful woman. Pull up an image.
Oh my god, a bad bitch is gonna save me. Let's go.
Or
Or kill me. Either way is fine. Either way is fine.
That face floats downward with this hair whipping all around. This long staff curled in gnarled fingers. She lands on 1 foot. You are asking for me? I believe you are asking after one Esmeralda Marigold? Tinpenny. Well, you found me. Run.
I guess I keep running.
Okay. By the way, she has blocked you from any direction other than the pit. As she has descended from the top of that building. I would like you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Right, it's time for my Biggest fail of the night. 14.
14. You are not frightened. I would like you then to make a DC 13, and this is important. Constitution saving throw. As she screams.
19.
I
2 good
believe-
rolls. Oh my god.
Oh, lucky bastard. For... You are not resistant to psychic damage, are you?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh,
6, 10,
damage.
13. As this scream racks your mind. Fun fact, on a failure, the creature drops to 0 hit points.
Man, I'm so glad I'm so constitutional.
So
Now-
close.
I'm so constituted. Oh my god.
After that, you run, and she chases.
Right, so I'm running. Right,
Yes.
it's literally only to the pit.
You get to the edge of this cliff and look down, and you see this black stone monolith all the way down.
Oh,
Hundreds of
Why?
feet. Hundreds of feet down, there is solid, flat stone.
what is up?
What would you like to do? There is a banshee on one side and a cliff on the other.
Right, but what is up? You said what's down, but what's
Oh.
up?
There is this black pillar goes all the way to the ceiling, and it is solid rock ceiling.
Oh my god. How big is the drop?
About 500 feet.
All right, I look back at the banshee, I look at the pit, I look at the banshee, I jump.
You all watch as from this pit comes plummeting a person? Wait, is that? And that's when you catch glimpse of all of these colors and this cacophony falling.
I know
Now.
that fashion sense.
Before I hit the ground,
Oh, that idiot.
I would love to spread my wings and fly.
You all watch as in the middle of this free fall, this blue flame erupts from his back, tearing at his clothes, becoming these golden angelic wings of azure fucking crystal before, as they touch the rock on its way down, they dissolve it, melting it into thin lines before they spread out and the fire burns downwards, catching his fall.
I was joking
Keep
about
running.
flight, but okay.
I keep running.
All right, do you land?
Honestly, I don't think I would.
Okay. You watch as your friend flies off into the mist.
I would like to
The-
follow our now airborne
Yeah,
friend.
I'm
Yeah, the
running.
mists, the mists themselves disappear around this flame.
Wow.
Does your friend normally do that?
I've never seen that happen before.
Cool. So we're
I
not
ran
the only
after him.
confused ones.
Roll,
Yeah, we're all running.
roll me a charisma saving throw, Percy.
19.
All right.
Cracked.
Cake.
Finally doing decent.
It only took
He-
a
he
500 foot drop.
He did to 175 degrees.
You feel this blue fire, which you have not let out since you were a young child, burn away your very body, but you resist it and push through. You slam into the wall of this cavern at blinding speeds as these wings fade. Your minute up. A small, not even burned crater, just dissolved as if it was never there in the first place where you landed.
Are we within 60 feet?
He moves 120 feet around, you move 60 feet around. Actually, you move 50 feet
Huh.
around.
I'm
No,
wondering if we are within. No, alright, good enough.
no, you are halfway between him and the tower. He moves fucking fast with the wings.
Still running, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still running.
The good news is the Banshee is not following you.
I feel like I'd be a little A little might be a stretch or an understatement. Very 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 shocked at what just happened. So I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna rock back and forth. And you know what? If I get above a 10, I don't cry. If I get below a 10, I cry.
Make it very
Cry,
specifically
cry,
a wisdom
cry.
saving throw.
Cry, cry,
wisdom
cry,
saving
cry.
throw?
Yes.
That's an 11. I
Oh,
wanna cry.
barely.
You
That's
barely, you
unfortunate.
tear up, you tear up.
Yeah, I'll take that. I was hoping to roll low, honestly.
I will also say you are fucking tired.
Now, if I see anything come near me, I want to ready this action. Just out of pure being scared. I'll blast. I swear to God, I'll do it.
Okay. Well, the first thing that would approach you would probably be Liam.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That being said, you
Huh?
don't get to roll to attack yet.
Oh, my bad.
Roll me perception.
Okay.
Huh.
Got tears in my eyes, man. 12.
You do not
That-
notice any of the party as they approach.
Am I within 60 feet?
You can be within 60 feet now, yes. However,
But
you
I-
are stealth.
Yeah. Can I stealth healing word him?
It would break your stealth, but it would heal him before he notices you.
Yeah,
Walk
sure.
right in front of Percy.
I'll do level 2 at level 2, so 10 health, completely
So,
healed.
Percy, before you notice anything else, you feel this, like, spectral cold hand wrap around your body, and then it hugs you tightly, and you feel just better.
Oh.
You're
Where'd you
crying.
end up now, idiot?
You just hear that voice.
You see Liam with a jellyfish arms.
Yeah.
Entire party rolls up just like, what the fuck have
What
you
just
been?
happened?
Can you walk?
Took my goggles.
Your goggles.
He took
I-
my goggles.
You all can
really
see
don't
that
think that's...
you all can see that his hand was at one point broken.
What happened?
It's still got blood covering all of the fingers. His face is like racked with fear, and his like every part of him is pale.
Jeez. What exactly happened to you? I
Can
mean,
I
we
go
knew you got
over?
kidnapped, essentially, but, like...
Can I go over and hug him?
Yes, by all means.
May I attempt to charm person?
If you hug me, I straight up will cry.
I do hug you.
I cry.
Yeah, I hug you.
I would say
So
that
I real quick question. I know about his goggles, right?
You know that they are basically his right of citizenship.
Exactly. So I know how important they are.
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Okay, well, we can...
Did you still say your goggles, or did you not say that?
I did say
didn't-
that.
Okay. Where are your goggles? Where
He
are
took
they?
my goggles.
Who?
Alexander.
Who is Alexander?
He took them. He cheated out. He charmed me and he took them.
What happened?
I
We were at the graveyard and then you suddenly weren't there. What happened?
I woke up in the bag, being dragged by these two people, and they just like I was angry. Because who does that? But then I saw them. I saw how they looked. It couldn't have been their idea. It wouldn't hurt to fight, and it wasn't. So I followed them.
Wait, why did you go along with your assumedly kidnappers?
I followed them for about 2 hours or so,
Okay, fine,
just to
whatever.
see what was going on. We made it to a gate, and it let me in. They said Alexander was waiting to see me. I met this woman. She seemed to recognize me, or at least what I was wearing. But I didn't know her at all. I thought maybe she probably had me confused with somebody, but she didn't. I don't think so. I got dragged off, got put in a holding room. I met Anastasia. She was not a very good person. She at one point my entire hand was broken. I I escaped. I,
While he's talking, can I try and patch him up the best I can?
Yeah.
Medicine? Okay.
Medicine check, yes.
Like I start getting to the part where I killed the man. The words don't come out, just more sobbing starts.
I got a 12.
Okay, in all of this, when did you lose your goggles?
When I was charmed,
Okay.
they just took it from me. And I let him.
We have to get them.
What?
We have to.
Why exactly? They're goggles.
You don't understand.
Yeah. They're
So-
not just goggles.
Those goggles are everything to me. Everything.
Without
Okay.
them, it's literally he's basically not really anything.
Oh.
So you see these? Do they know about runes, or do they not know as much as we do about them?
They can vaguely know that the rune marked cherish their runes. They would not know. They would not realize that not having runes would make you basically a second-class citizen.
You see how I have these runes on my body?
Mm-hmm.
That's for a very important reason, and that's the same reason why he needs his goggles. I wouldn't just put these on my body for like practically no reason. They're very important. And without those goggles, it's kind of really, really bad for him to go back. So we need those.
Well, Felice will like look over to Liam, just like, are we really gonna risk our lives for this?
How did you end up in the pit? How did you end up down here? Like, how did all of that happen?
They chased me. She screamed.
Who is she?
What
The lady
was-
who broke your fingers?
No, another one.
Oh, so they know that you escaped.
They know I fell. I
Mm.
don't know if they saw.
Oh, it was pretty bright.
I don't know if they saw or not.
Those wings, yeah? Is that what you're talking about?
The
Okay.
lady's name. The lady's name was What was the name of the?
I can fill you in. And a small, older, light-skinned woman is sitting next to Perseus.
Uh-huh. Yes, when did you get there?
Percy, you would know this as your aunt.
I try to stop crying as soon as I hear her voice.
Shape up.
I try to I shape up like to the best of my ability, very hurriedly.
You are a fucking failure.
Yes,
Who
ma'am.
are you?
You're right, I am.
You do not get to ask questions right now. Her name was Esmeralda. She is a banshee. That is all I could tell. You were not supposed to reveal this to anyone. This, and she slaps your eye, your blue one, leaving a stinging mark. You fucking used your wings. Around what? Strangers?
It was either that or I died.
You should have died.
Who are you? Why are you saying all of this?
Yes, what?
And
When
that
did
is
Why
when
would you
she-
say that?
Well, that is when she disappears.
What? What?
Who was that?
Could I learn that? Could I do that?
Mm-mm. Not happy about that, no sir.
Perseus, who was that?
I will, again, shape up to the best of my ability, unruffle my clothes, slap myself in the face.
Fucking useless king. And those are the last words you hear, and you alone hear.
Perseus, who was that?
So we need to go get those goggles back.
Well, okay, if you're going to be
We
called
have to
useless
go-
over them.
Beat that the Banshee.
You're sure about this?
We have to go beat Alexander and Anastasia.
Isn't she the person you were looking for? That seems a little counterintuitive.
Gonna give a bit of a metagame warning. Deal with the Under Circus right now.
It's not a plan for right now. It's a plan for the future. I'm just stating the goals.
Okay. You're kind of acting like you're about to go storm the castle right now, and I'm like, that will get you killed.
No, bro, trust me. I know.
That is going to be the end for the session today.
We have discovered that Perseus can fly.
Completely normal. Nothing wrong here. And disappearing aunts? Not a problem. Nope. No, sir.